Okay, so I think we have one more game to play before we can play rated games. So I think we have to play 5 games before we can start playing rated games. Okay, so we're playing as black. And right off the bat, we have like some kind of gambit. This is interesting already. Let's play the knight. Okay, he takes the knight out. So he's attacking. Okay, whatever. I feel like taking the queen out is fine. Yep, and he's doing that classic attack. He's going to go here, and then something like that. I may just be able to take this right here. Is that not just a free pawn? Yeah, and I thought about that, but then I could just take this pawn, right? I don't know if I don't think he can trap me really. Yeah, so now his knight is kind of pinned. His bishop is definitely pinned. I feel like I could just put my knight up. Yeah, now I got his rook. Right? Yeah, and then we can go here and take his knight. Oh, unless he moves his knight up. Let's see what he does. If he just moves his bishop back, we got a free knight. Yeah, okay. So, in fact, yeah, I kind of hope he goes there, because then I could just take it for free. Let's try to develop our pieces a little bit more. So we may as well just take the center now, right? And start getting our pieces out there. I don't know. Maybe he's going to do something that's going to take my... Yeah. I feel like we can't go wrong going here and pinning that. So we're kind of... You can't move that. Okay, he pulls out more pieces. I feel like at this point, I just don't want to blunder anything. So actually, I can really threaten stuff here. Because now I'm threatening to just take this and put him in check, and then I'll trade queens. Oh, okay. So he's actually just giving me a yeah, he's just giving me this bishop. I mean, take it. I'll just take your queen. You can't. At this point, I want to play solid chess. I don't want to do any crazy. I think one of my big problems is I'll try to like make a position interesting because I don't know what to do, and then I'll make these risky, crazy moves, and I just think that really messes me up. My queen is pinned. This is kind of a problem. I could pin his knight. I think I can go here and then there. I don't know. I gotta make a move quick, though. I've really got to think about this. Yeah, I think I should just take... Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, because now he's just going to take that and he's up there. Oh, okay. I was actually kind of hoping for something like this. Well, no, he just got a free pawn is all he did. Shoot. Heck yeah. It's hard to think so quickly. But this is good because now this knight is useless unless he moves his king. I'm kind of thinking of an idea like moving this up. Yeah, I'll just move that up. Yeah, so I think I can go here, and he goes there, and then I go there, and then that's check. Yeah, he has to address that. I think I could just take that. Yeah, I think I can just take that. Why not? Yeah, he already knew it was coming. And then, yeah, queen. Oh, yeah, he's done for. Yeah, that's checkmate. I don't think he... Yeah. Oh, awesome. I love it. Awesome. That feels great. I feel like I did really good. My rating is 731. Okay, so they finally gave me an official rating. Finally. It's still analyzing the game. Yeah, you knew there was nothing he could do. That was like a mate in 2 or whatever. So it was a King's Gambit declined. Because I think because I didn't take that pawn in the beginning, that made it a declined gambit. Like I declined the free pawn. So I'm trying to... Oh, yeah, he was a good sport. Let's see. Where do we have an... How do I evaluate this game? Analysis. So I guess we gotta go back. Game review. There we go. Okay. So it's opening a new window for the game review. Yeah, I'm trying to play chess that's like solid, where each move I'm not hanging a piece, which I hope I didn't hang any pieces this time around. There we are. Okay. So I had two great moves. No misses, no mess ups. Played us a 1400. Awesome. He played us 1000. He had great middle game accuracy. Sweet. So they didn't like his opening, actually. The engine did not like his opening. I had one mistake. Okay. And that was that right there. Oh, interesting. All right, so let's start from the beginning here. Let's review this. I played us a 1400. I like that. That's good. Let's see. So, yeah, he did the king's pawn. I did the same thing. And then, does that say that's an aggressive? Oh, that's a common response. That's the king's gambit. That's the aggressive opening. And then, yeah, defended with the knight. Took the queen out. So at that point, okay, so at that point, the engine thinks it's best if I take that. So the engine thinks it's best if I answer the king's gambit. At least in the case where he puts his knight out. It did not like that. It thought that was weird. Oh, I could have prevented castling by doing that. So he would not be able to castle. Okay. Whatever. Yep. That was indeed a free pawn. Then he captured. Okay. Yes, because I wanted him to take this so I could take that. That's exactly what he did. Blocks check. Oh, I didn't even think about that. See, I could have just taken a free knight with a pawn. I could have really screwed him up more than I thought. Ah, man, I was doing the hard way. So I thought, I'll go back here. Maybe he'll go back there, and then I'll be able to take his knight. All that to take his knight when I could have just taken his knight with a pawn. Whatever. Yeah, that was a weird... I kind of gave him time. I liked this because he can't take that because of that. So I was going to take it. In fact, I mean, what's he going to do? I was going to take it with the queen. But he moved his king. He foresaw that, so that's good. Yes, I guess. Yeah, see, like every turn, something different happens. So, like, in this position, my bishop is protected. He can't go taking that because then I'll just win his queen. One thing changes. I take a pawn. All of a sudden, that's not defended. So you got to reevaluate your entire position, every move, pretty much. But it's not like he could take that because he's under check right now. So he's got to address that. So that's why I did that. And then, yeah, he doesn't want to... I mean, I was hoping he would actually just take that with the queen and we could trade queens, but that never happened. And then I figured, yeah, get the king safe. But more importantly, it was just to get the rook out here to get it aggressively looking down this file. Now I know at this point, like, I know this is a good position to be in, you know? Because, like, I could get rid of this pawn somehow, and then he's in check, and then I get a free pawn move. So my idea was like, okay, push up the pawn, and then push it up again if I can. But I did get a little nervous because if I push it up there, yeah, I'm threatening his knight, but then he could just take it. So I was thinking of something like this, and then he goes down, and then I can take it, you know, but then he could take that, and then it's kind of weak. So, like, I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do there, but that was the idea. I kind of liked that he moved this. Okay, so I made the best move by pushing that one pawn up. And then he countered with the best move. And then, yeah, at this point, I knew I was good. Because it was like, or no, I didn't. I was still kind of worried. It was like, okay, he can move down. And then I can take, and then he takes, and then what? I just take? Yeah, it got kind of weird. But when he did that, let's see. I took... Yeah, no, that was good. I guess I would, if he would have taken with this, I would have just taken with that, and then he would take that. So just trading off pieces. At this point, I'm already 9 pieces up, so that's crazy. Oh yeah, I was so happy when he did that, because then it's just a free bishop, and then, you know, then you're looking at that. Of course, he's going to take that. And then, yeah, it's like... Actually, when he did that, oh my gosh, that's, to me, that's a blunder. I mean, why did I not take that right away? I did not even notice that. So yeah, I take, he's in check. He has to move his king. Oh yeah, he couldn't even take that. Okay. Should have taken that. I mean... He should have moved his queen to safety right there. I mean, that would have just... Oh, but he would have lost a rook. And then I become another queen. Okay. Wow. I'm just thinking out loud here. One step at a time. But yeah, best move, best move. And then I know I'm safe at that point. I mean, he's done for. Seriously, how is that the best move? Why wouldn't he just move there? What's the idea there? Because he's got it defended. See, if he moved here, I wouldn't be able to just take this, because then he would take. So I don't see what the... I guess if he moved here, I would just be able to do that. So yeah, this just gets to the chase, does it quicker. Huh. So the system, the engine, thought that this was pretty much a waste of time taking that. Because I could have went here, and then he's trapped. He could do whatever he wants, and then I just go there next turn, I guess. And then it's checkmate. Oh, see, I didn't even think of doing a checkmate that way. And he resigned. All right. What could I have done better? What's one thing I could have done better? I like to go, like, find the first mistake thing I did. Like, this was an inaccuracy. That was straight up a mistake. I mean, I didn't think so, but... Yeah, so it ended up good for me because he didn't do the right response. But if you're playing high-level players and they make the right response, you can't play hope chess. That's what they always say, right? Don't play hope chess. So me taking this, he could have just defended, and then he could have castled, and then my queen's kind of out here, and then he could do that, and then I can't take because he'll take. So it's like, then I got to retreat, and then he got to castle. But what the engine is saying is like, hey, instead of taking that, you could have just castled or prevented his castling right away. Now he can't castle. So, because my bishop is looking down here and he can't move there legally. So I got to look into that in the future. But then again, it's a free pawn. Yeah, this stuff goes over my head. Like, why those moves are the best, I don't know. But, good stuff. Awesome. 2 great moves. And another thing I could have done better was look at my opportunities. Can I take something with a pawn, like, for free? You know, duh. And then, yeah, if I took this, you know, he could go there looking down at my king, and then I could just do something like that or that, and I'm protected. So, nice. All right. Well, that was a successful game of chess, and now we have our first official rating here. 731. Road to 1,000. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.